Hello everyone. I wanted to share with you today about my latest project. What we have here is a conversion project. A friend of mine had this 3-point hitch mount log splitter that he wanted converted over to a standalone unit so it could be operated separate from the tractor. Everything you see in yellow is pretty much the original log splitter. So talk about some of the different pieces, parts, and components I've used on this. I'll start out here with some of the framework. Like I said, the yellow is original, the black is stuff I added. So down here, you've got this yellow A-brace. Okay, this used to be part of the 3-point hitch framework. It was actually mounted higher up here like this. And I cut it off, so I think it just unbolted, and then trimmed it up a little and remounted it as kind of the main support structure for the rear of the beam. And then you can see up here, we've got some bracing going back to the axle, just to kind of triangulate it, stiffen it up. The tires, the guy was not worried about towing it on the road, so I didn't have to do any high-speed bearings or DOT tires or anything like that. So you just got your standard lawnmower tires with bushings on a 3/4 inch shaft. So that worked out well. Engine and pump package, I actually was able to find on eBay a company called Tool Tough, I believe, that sells different kits for log splitters. You can get valves, you can get rams, engines, pumps, all different sizes for whatever project you're doing. So I went kind of middle of the road on size, and even then it's probably a little large, but nothing's too big when it comes to log splitters, I don't think. So this is a 270cc engine, which translates to about 9 horsepower. And it is obviously some type of clone engine, Honda clone, I think. So it's not, a Briggs or a Honda or a Kohler or anything like that. But, when it comes to running a log splitter, it's 10, 20 hours of use a year maybe. Really, in my opinion, doesn't pay to put a $600 motor on there for that kind of use. So, and while I'm talking about money, the kit came with a pump, and I'll show you that in a minute, as well as the coupler to go between the engine and the pump. The whole kit was like $450 with shipping, so not a bad deal at all. So did have some problems with the company, not really with the company per se. They had some packaging issues. I didn't get the right bracket the first time around, so had to resolve that, but everything worked out good, and they sent me the part I needed at no charge, so that was good. Over here we have the pump that's mated to the engine. You can see the bracket that goes between back there in the black. This is a 16-gallon per minute pump. I believe it's your typical pressure at like 3,500 to 4,000 psi. It's got a half-inch threaded pipe outlet and 1-inch inlet. So I guess while we're right here, we'll talk about the rest of the hydraulics. We've got the low pressure side, return side, coming off the control valve here. It's 3/4 inch pipe thread fittings. This filter housing, you can get these I got this one at Tractor Supply. You can probably get them other places, I don't know, but anyways, it was nice. Had the correct size threading. I know someone who's used these before for different hydraulic applications. One actually is another log splitter, so I knew it was going to work well for this. And so yeah, really convenient and nice setup there. I want to talk about this tank some. This is actually a repurposed AC refrigerant bulk tank. So, your local parts store or whatever has these in stock. They're only available for purchase to licensed AC installer, so your auto shop or whatever can buy these, and I happen to work for a repair shop, so we throw these out when they're empty all the time. So anyways, gas welded some fittings on there, and turned out really nice. The nice thing about these is they don't really contain a flammable substance, so you don't have to worry about any explosion or fire hazard when you're welding on them and such. Obviously, you don't want to go blasting right into one. You want to cut a hole in it first. But anyways, worked good for me. Really cheap alternative for a tank, and I got lucky enough for it to seal up the first time, so that was kind of a nice added bonus. I guess the only thing really left to show is the hitch setup. Guy I'm building it for has a four-wheeler that he wanted to be able to hook it up to, so I set the hitch height to line up with that correctly. You'll see I got a little post stand there just to support it when it's not hooked up. It's got a lower hole there. You can pull the pin. Once you hook it up to the machine, you pull the pin, slide the post up, repin it, so it's up out of the way. So that works pretty well. I do have some pictures of what it looked like before, as well as a video of it running. So that'll be coming up right after this video. So you'll get to see some of that stuff. So overall, really happy with the way it turned out. This engine is pretty killer. Unfortunately, I don't actually have any more chunked up wood to run through it. So I had one left that I ran through it yesterday that was laying around that was actually too long for my wood splitter. So I threw it up on here, it fit, and busted that up with relative ease. The engine, I didn't even strain at all. I had it idling, and it just pushed it right through, so I was really happy with that. So, yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and should be able to see it running here in a second, and see some more pictures. So, thank you, and thanks again for watching.